Hey house guests, welcome to today's Big Brother Canada updates and spoilers. Our house guest of the day is Total Drama Fan, and they want to know, do I watch Redneck Island? I can't say that I do. I don't even know what that is. Is that like Survivor but with rednecks? I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you guys watch that show and how it is. Alright, so yesterday, Sarah, Willow, and Jordan were all talking by the hot tub, and Jordan was trying to get some information out of Willow about how she feels about the couples in the house. He's like, so like, do you think there's a couples alliance? Like, are you worried about them? And Willow's like, yeah, I am worried about them, because next week an alliance of 5 is going to be able to control the votes. So that's kind of a big deal. Yeah, that alliance is called the Diaper Alliance, and it stinks. So, seriously though, double entendre. Alright, so Jordan then takes this information that he got out of Willow back to Zach and Ashley, and he's like, yeah, so I just talked to Willow, and she said that she's worried about the couples. And Zach's reaction is ridiculous. He's like, I can't believe she said that. Like, how could she say, we gotta get Willow out next, F her. So Jordan's like, no, Zach, we're taking out Bobby next. Don't get too excited. But these idiots are like incredulous that Willow has pieced these things together and figured out that the couples are working together. Seriously, it's really obvious. So Ashley tells Zach and Jordan, like, you guys need to stop being so cocky, like, chill out, and she's right. But anyway, yesterday, Sarah completed a secret mission. We talked about this a little bit in the spoiler from yesterday. I guess she had to, like, hide some stuff around the house and then, like, get everyone together and faint in front of them. I don't know. We'll see how it plays out on the episode, but as a reward for successfully completing this task, the whole house got to watch an episode of the show called Remedy. I think it's some sort of hospital drama in Canada. So they also got to enjoy some candy, snacks, and drinks. So after all of that, Bruno decided to pull Zach aside because this, you know, rumor about a potential couples alliance is moving around the whole house. So Bruno's like, straight up, is there a couples alliance? Johnny has told me that you, Ashley, Kevin, and Peely are all working together. And Zach is like, what? That's crazy. What? He denies it. He says that Johnny is just like really desperate to stay in the house, which he is. But Zach is like, yeah, he'll say anything to stay in the house. But that's true. So then Bruno is talking to Godfrey. They have a little strategy chat in the HOH room. And Bruno is like, I think we should take out Zach soon. So Godfrey's like, yeah, I'm in the bed next to Zach and Ashley, and there's definitely something going on there. There's definitely a couples alliance, and we need to break that up. So Godfrey starts pushing Bruno to use the veto this week to backdoor Zach. And Bruno's like, yes, I would love that. But we don't have the votes right now, so we can't really make it happen, which sucks. So then Bruno brings up this whole potential backdooring Zach plan to Bobby, and Bobby's just like, it's too early. We can't do this. It's too early. Godfrey's out of his mind. We can't do this. Oh, sorry, Bobby. When did you turn into Helen from Big Brother 15? It's too early. But Bobby's like, yeah, I don't want to turn on the chop shop yet. We still have the numbers. Okay, just because people say they're in your alliance doesn't mean they're actually going to vote with you. That's ridiculous. If you still think the chop shop is a thing, I don't even feel sorry for you. So he still trusts Zach. It's insane. Come on, man. But yeah, the point there, they feel like it's too early to go against Zach at this point. I think it could be a good time to do it. Actually, I don't know if they could get the votes. They'd have to really finagle some stuff, but I feel like if they had the right conversations with Johnny and Sarah and Brittany, they could make it happen, but they don't realize that. So Brittany and Sarah are also worried about the couples. Brittany was like really down and out last night. I think she's feeling homesick. And she's also really annoyed by Kevin and Peely and Zach and Ashley. She's like, that S needs to stop. We need to split those people up. So she said, if you want love, go on The Bachelor. I wouldn't go there either. But Sarah and Brittany are getting really annoyed that people Peely and Ashley are gonna make it super far probably, and they're like not even playing the game. They're just like hanging out all day, talking about nails, talking about hair, hanging out with Kevin and Zach, which I guess is kind of a strategy, but it's like, really? So they also noticed that Zach and Jordan are hardcore protecting Kevin, and they're like, that's pretty weird, like what's going on there? So it just points to the couple's alliance plus Jordan. So Sarah also sees that Jordan always runs and tells Zach everything. It's just weird. So Sarah and Brittany are thinking maybe we should like change things up next week and like flip to the other side. Maybe. So that's pretty exciting that something like that could be happening. So Zach and Willow have a chat. Zach knows now that Willow is concerned about these couples, so he's trying to throw her off about the whole thing. He's like, yeah, don't think just because I'm getting close to Ashley that means that we're not going to be close anymore. Zach, just stop. So Willow's like, oh yeah, I didn't think that you were working with Kevin anyway because you said you wanted him out, so it's fine, but you know it's not. So I think Willow knows that she needs to go after that group. So Jordan and Zach have a check-in, Newport Alliance, and they think they have this whole thing wrapped up. It's so annoying. They're like, we're going to take out Bobby, we're going to take out Bruno, and then we're going to have to choose between the Hexagon and the Diaper Alliance. And right now they're feeling like they're going to stick with those diapers. They're going to roll with the diaper crew. So that kind of sucks. I mean, unless you're a big fan of the Diaper Alliance. But something very interesting happened last night. Sarah was alone, and she decided to pull out some gummy bears and break things down. Each person was a gummy bear. She was figuring out who sits where, who's with who, and she was really accurate. She did a really good job with that. She mentioned that Jordan is not fooling her. She knows what's going on there. She knows that he's really close to Zach, and he's probably BSing her. And she's like, I need to get closer with Bruno, Bobby, and Godfrey. Even though I might not like all of them 1,000%, you need to be able to work with anyone. That's a really good point. So she's thinking, it's time to split up the couples next week. She's got to make moves. So then she takes this gummy bear knowledge and brings it to Johnny, and Johnny's like, yes, yes. Whoever stays this week needs to flip to the other side next week. Crazy. All right, so this morning, Bruno and Kevin were chatting. I think it was out by the hot tub. And Bruno was like, dude, chill. I'm not using the veto. You're safe this week. It's all good. Then he talks about potentially working with Kevin. What? We all know that Bruno has been talking about getting rid of Kevin next week. But I'm guessing that this is just Bruno trying to protect himself just in case Kevin or one of his allies wins HOH. Because you don't want to be like, I'm coming after you, and then they win HOH. That's just not a good idea. But it does almost seem like Bruno is considering pulling Kevin into some sort of alliance. I don't know. I don't think Kevin would be very loyal to them, but who knows. Maybe this is more Bruno thinking that Zach should go next week too. I don't know. But the power veto ceremony was today, and Canada voted for the double veto for the twist. So that means that either 2 people could be saved, 1 person could be saved, or no people could be saved. And guess what? This twist was a flop because Bruno did not use the power veto on anyone, which means that Sarah and Johnny are still up on the block. One of them is going home this week. What are you gonna do? So we're gonna pick it up here tomorrow. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Do you think Bruno should have used the veto and potentially tried to backdoor Zach? What do you think? Let me know. So until tomorrow, much love.